a vlog. This one's a bit different today. This one's talking about the journey of how I started being a YouTuber, mostly with what equipment I've been using. So without further ado, let's crack on. Right guys, as you can tell, I ain't got my mics on today because I'm indoors. But basically, and also I can also show you what I use. So without further ado, let's start with the first camera. This is the Canon V10. I started this one as my first entry into vlogging. As it's got all the functions on it. Obviously got a flip camera on it. I'll show you that. It's got a flip camera. Pretty simple and easy to use. See it turn it on. And then basically you take off the shutter. And then away you go. Pretty simple guys. They got in on me sort of thing there. So yeah, so Canon V10 obviously comes with all the starter kit and everything else. I'm not sure what they retail for now, but I think I paid over about £300 for it. But I'd say pretty good camera. Takes SD cards as well. Obviously I bought the extra protection thing for it to protect the camera when it's being used. So that's the V10, and I started that on my very first little vlogs. As you'll see my journey when I started doing it for 247 and everything else like that. I've floated between that camera and the Samsung phone. Obviously it was the S24 at the time, but it's similar to the S25, so yeah, similar sort of situation, as you can imagine there guys. Then the next generation of cameras I started using, obviously which a lot of recording on now, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I entered the iPhone at iPhone 15 Pro Max, and yeah, and obviously another easy option to use, and it's sitting on the DJI gimbal for iPhones and Android, which I find pretty simple and easy to use. The mics that I use when I'm using my phone, and I'm starting to use more and more now, is obviously the DJI Mini Mic 2. I have two of these because if one runs out while I'm recording, I've got a spare backup guys. But opening it up is pretty much straightforward and simple. Get your transmitter, your two headphones, and obviously I can turn the thing in, and you get the clip. But that's how I ain't wearing them today because I'm in an indoors situation where my voice to my iPhone should be hopefully suffice. Obviously, like I say, then the next thing that I done, I invested in, should I say, guys, is the Osmo Pocket 3. And obviously I've got the whole kit. We got a stand with it, the actual bag with it, a mic that comes with it, but you can use the DJI Mic Mini, a little holder. It's not a battery, that's just a little holder. Obviously that's one of the batteries. I've got two of these to use it, and then of course the Osmo Pocket 3. As you can see here guys, just turn it on like that, and again get a me on me filming experience there guys. There you go. But so I thought I'd do my introduction on where I began on my blogging and what cameras I've been using via my iPhone, because obviously everyone uses an iPhone really, and at least then you can see what other cameras I use. So I float between the Osmo Fresh, just turn it off so I don't waste battery. But just wait for that. I float between the iPhone mostly and the Pocket 3 for my vlogs. Obviously the iPhone I will use for my lives. Oh, make sure it's gone back in properly. Make sure it's facing the right way. Cool things. Obviously, got to be very delicate with this stuff, guys. It's not cheap stuff. Okay, so that's like that. Obviously you get leads and everything else that come with it. Let's do that up. And then of course, the latest edition, which I'm in training for really, guys, to be fair with you, is the Osmo 360. Again, get a funky little case. I've got the pack with it. Again, show you the camera, turn it on. The lights, you can see it. And obviously you can film it in 360 or straight forward ahead or on a rear camera. Excuse me, on the reverse, or like I said, you could do a 360. You can see that on one of my test vlogs that I've done of Hainault Forest and in a field locally. You can see how well I've done that. It's pretty awesome. But that's the 360. Again, let's turn this off so I don't waste battery. So yes, you get the again, that was about £450 that I paid for that. So yeah, and then obviously with that I also got a battery pack for it. I've already got one in it because I bought you get 3 batteries with it, but I bought an additional one, so you got 4. One's in the 360 already, and as you can see there, I've got another 3 batteries in there as well, guys. Yeah, so let's close it up. And I also got the pack combo that comes with the pole. Yeah. And what it is obviously you attach the camera on the top. So I'll give you a little demonstration without dropping it. You got the grooves there. It goes on like a magnet. And then I'm not going to do it indoors, but you can imagine this goes really, really high. About another, what, 4 foot higher than me. So I'm nearly 6 foot, say 5'10". So if I put this at the highest point with it at its full extension, you're probably talking about, what, 9, 10 foot altogether. It's easy to do. Yeah. And obviously then, when you're done with it, we've got vlogging with it for the day, or whatever you're doing with the vlogging, you just pinch the sides and like a magnet, it comes away. And then obviously, I bought myself a cheap little pencil case to store the battery and the arm in it, so it's all together. And then that's pretty much it. And then obviously my editing, I float between my Samsung laptop stroke Samsung phone. But mostly I do most of my work now on between my tablet, which I will probably use more for when I'm actually abroad to do my editing, my MacBook, iPad Pro. I'll use abroad to do my editing mostly now. And then when I'm indoors, I will use my MacBook Pro to do the editing. So I do like bits and pieces, like minute nowadays, but bits and pieces that I find easier to do on my Samsung laptop, and also phone. But most of my editing I do now is on my MacBook Pro. I do little bits that I know are a bit easier to do on my iPad Pro. And as I say, when I do my editing on holidays, when I go abroad to vlog, I will take my iPad Pro to edit on that as well because of size and everything. But who knows, I might change my mind, I might take my MacBook Pro with me. But I'm not too sure yet. I'm still swinging to just leave my MacBook Pro to do the editing at home and take my iPad Pro to do editing when I'm abroad. So that's pretty much it, guys, basically. I hope you like what I do, and if you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that little notification bell so you know when I'm doing videos like this and other videos on my channel as well. So I'll basically give you one more screenshot of what's what. Obviously you've seen the cameras, but I don't really want to keep taking that with the 360. So in here is the V10. This was my first camera. Yeah. And then, as I say, then we move on between, also use my Samsung phone briefly, while basically getting an iPhone. Then I entered in with the iPhone 15 Pro Max that I upgraded to what I'm recording on now, which is the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Then obviously I say when I use my iPhones, and sometimes my Osmo 3 and my my Osmo Pocket 3 or my Camera 360, I use the DJI Mic Mini 2. Yeah, that's how I've got two. Because then when they're fully charged, if one runs out of battery, because it's an all day, at least I've got backup, guys. I see the gimbal I use for my iPhone when sometimes I want to be in a place where it's rocky, but this will stable my shots and videos for me. As I say, then again, try and turn it without it falling out. My 316 here, guys. Yeah. And then I think let's redo it like that. And then, as I say, my final addition to it all is the DJI Osmo 360 camera with equipment that I showed you. Yeah, turn it around. Just the battery pack and the pole. Alright, so yeah, so other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Covered on what I use. In terms of if you're just starting out and you want ease, just use your mobile phone. It doesn't matter whether it's an Android phone or an iPhone. Start off with a mobile phone. It's probably the easiest thing to do. Then obviously as you get more confidence, if you will, more experience, then obviously you then go on to the cameras I showed you. Or if you want to start off with a camera, start with what I showed you on the V10 as a start off into the vlogging world. Okay, other than that, that's pretty much it. And then obviously it's up to you what direction you want to take, whether you just move to different cameras and stay with that one camera, or like what I do multiple different cameras. And as I said to you, I mostly float between now my iPhone 16 Pro Max, or obviously as the newer ones come out and I'm able to get an updated iPhone. Basically my iPhone, I mostly will float between basically my iPhone and the Osmo Pocket 3. Obviously we're chucking in the 360 in the mix. But if you guys want to see me do a retro with the V10, please leave a comment in the section down below, and I'll see what I can do with the retro. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, so say you want to start off with the V10 camera. Canon is absolutely easy to use, or use your Android phone or iPhone, and then move from there. But my suggestion is, obviously I'm in the door settings, so you don't really need to use your mic. Just your mic from your phone should be sufficient. But obviously if you're out and about, then you can pick up one of these for around about time of recording about £141 for a twin set. And I think Hardcost has got it down to 50 something pound for a single one, depending on what you like. Anyway, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you like what I do, like I say. And like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that little notification bell so you know I'm doing more vlogs like this and others on my channel. And see you soon. And oh, before I go, guys, like I said, between now until my upcoming vlogging in Tenerife, it probably now will be just probably plenty of shorts where I can. Other than that, looking forward to bringing you content from Tenerife. Anyway, till the next time, guys, crack on. See you soon. Alright, bye bye.